Hello, welcome to another edition of Throughway Polyamory. I'm here with my partner, Purple Dancer. That's how I've spoken about you.
Hi there.
We are on the highway, on our way to a concert, and
Hopefully this rain clears up.
thought we'd record an episode together. I don't have any rules or structures yet for the channel here, so I mean anything goes. So we are currently living together in a relationship. Feel free to interject or chime in.
Thank you. Partners in residence, to be exact.
Partners in residence is what we call each other.
Yeah.
Guardians of each other's solitude. We came together before the pandemic and became quarantines. I ended up moving in with her. I was living with my mother. I ended up moving in with her trepidatiously, I think might be the right word, because I knew that the next step in my polyamorous journey was going to be living by myself. I've lived with people before and it hasn't worked out, and I just kind of knew in my gut that living by myself was what I needed to have happen for myself and for my partners, who at the time I didn't really have any. Purple Dancer and I were just getting together, but
I thought I never wanted to live with anybody ever again. You know, being divorced and having a lot of incompatibilities. I had just recently got, my house free, my kids moved on, and I just didn't think I would ever want to have a living partner. But we got along so famously, and life was easier with you, and it seemed like a natural step to move in together and to save money and combine resources and energies, and all our shared energies were just so positive. And I don't regret that decision.
I don't either. I don't regret the decision. It was a win-win, I think, for both of us.
Yeah.
at the point in our lives, and no, I don't regret it at all. Today, however, we are in the throes of separating our residencies. We've changed a lot, both individually and, I don't know, as a couple. Well, as a couple, I say, I tried to not identify us as a couple to keep our autonomy. I felt like our autonomy was...
It's hard to remain autonomous.
I'm speaking kind of loud because I just know the microphone doesn't pick up in the road.
It's hard to remain autonomous when you're living together. And I think we've done a decent job of trying to guard each other's solitude, give each other space, give each other alone time. But nevertheless, it's still easy to just fall back into old patterns and...
Yeah, the pandemic.
I mean, we were sort of forced into monogamy during the pandemic.
Yeah, forced monogamy.
Yeah.
And when the pandemic lifted and we started dating again, I know I had some jealousy rear up, and one of my friends suggested that I was falling back into my monogamous patterns thinking again. That I got triggered by the distress pattern that I was used to dealing with. So a few years ago, I don't want to say threatened, but I did suggest that I leave.
Yeah.
I went to Germany for 3 months and suggested upon my return that I leave upon my return. Suggested that we stay together. but move out and see how it worked. I did it. We gave it a go. Another couple of years. Well, maybe what, 3 years now, or I'm not sure how long it's been, but at least 2 years we've lived together. I've since got another, met a woman and now have kind of an egalitarian relationship with her where I split my time seeing her. She lives an hour away, hence through a polyamory. And it's put a strain on Purple Dancer and mine's relationship with regards to time and time spent. Time is the only thing that limits the love that you can have and share with other people. And it's real, everybody.
Time and energies. Well,
Time.
as you've been spending more time away, I've felt a little deprioritized. Like I'm less important. And I've tried to be patient and work through these things. It's been difficult. Especially as it's ramped up. At first it was just some time away, but now as you've been in the relationship for longer, you've been spending more and more time apart from me, and I've felt your absence. And in that time, it's been difficult for me to add new partners. So I spent a lot of time alone, which I'm fine spending time with myself. I love my alone time, but it's been a huge transition.
Wow, it's really raining hard here.
Yeah.
I apologize for the sound.
I
I
hope
don't
you
know.
can hear us. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I can barely see.
I'm not sure if we can hear. We're gonna be able to hear, okay, but
Yeah.
we'll see if it clears up. So you said the word priority,
Yeah.
and that to me triggers a hierarchy,
Sure. I can understand that.
which is something I'm trying to deconstruct in my
No, but I want to feel
relationships.
important. I want to feel important to somebody. That's what I desire. I desire that. Maybe that's hierarchical. Yeah. I mean, other people can feel important too. I'm not against other people feeling important. I don't want to feel important over other people. I just want to feel important too. And being left all the time, it, triggers my abandonment issues, and yeah, I feel less important.
Well, I can understand feeling less important.
Hazard reported ahead. Watch it! There's still a whole mind-blowing magic journey ahead of us.
Through a polyamory. Given the amount of time that we were spending together, it is less that you're seeing of me.
Yeah.
I totally get that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's your decision on whether or not that's something you want to continue doing.
Yeah.
And a lot of these things we've already hashed over, and we're kind of just saying it for the camera right now, but
Hazard reported ahead.
it's super important to be able to say what you need in the relationship to be happy. And if you don't, it's kind of on you that you didn't say it, or that you're not grabbing for it or going for it. And when the truth comes out and the paths don't align, there's a stretch, there's a growth that inherently has to happen. And change is growth. And as we relate and if we want to continue to relate, it's kind of cliche, we've said it before, you have to accept the change and growth in your partners. That's kind of one of the hardships that you have to endure is that change.
Yeah.
And
I mean, personally, I've tried to get through all this feeling. I mean, I've tried to focus on and appreciate the time we do have together. You know, that is my strategy, and that has helped. I just feel like
Hazard reported ahead. Let's steer clear. A unicorn doesn't concern herself with such matters.
I just feel like as you've been asking, or as you've been leaving more and more, and then asking me to sometimes give up even times we've had planned together, I just feel like I've been doing a lot of the giving up on my end. So for me, I feel a strain because I have to keep making concessions and giving up what I've previously had. And I understand that's the natural course of evolution, perhaps, but it's been hitting me hard. So my strategy for focusing on the positive things and times we do share is just falling short, and I'm feeling, I don't know,
less than.
I'm feeling like I'm missing out. I feel like I'm losing somehow. I don't know. I mean,
So the leaving and the asking for time that was supposed to be ours,
yeah.
and feeling less of a priority, feeling like I don't want to spend as much time with you as I want to spend
Yeah.
with Honey.
Yeah. And now you're looking at moving near her and an hour away from me. So
Yeah.
that really makes me feel like you're leaving me. For
Yeah.
sure. For sure. It's difficult.
So that's where we are. We're keeping the lines of communication open.
Yeah.
I still love you.
Still love you.
I can't unlove you. There's nothing that you've done that's I'm angry about.
It's just me you're leaving.
Well, it's a residence that I'm leaving. I mean,
Yeah.
if I had not moved in with you
Yeah.
back in whatever 2020,
Yeah.
I don't know, I think we still would have made a go of it. We're compatible on a lot of levels. We like to do the same things.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this might just be just another chapter in our relationship. But we'll see. We're gonna take a little bit of a relationship break, as they say. Some space
I'm gonna need a little time. I feel like
to evaluate,
closing up and protecting myself.
process.
You know?
That's weird. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this episode up and see what's going on with my truck.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks for being here.